Hello, and welcome to part 2 of my Q&A video. I'm just gonna jump right in. If you haven't seen the first one, you should go check it out. I talk about how and why I moved to Finland. I got a ton of really great questions, by the way. Thank each and every one of you for asking questions and wanting to get to know me and stuff. And thank you to all of my new subscribers and all of the subscribers that have been there since the beginning. I really appreciate all of you. I wouldn't even have this platform on YouTube if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, anyways, thank you so much. What are some pro tips to full timing with dogs? Bree, I am by no means a pro. I'm just kind of winging it here, but definitely organization. Getting them out for walks and staying as organized as possible. And make sure if you're going to go to an RV park or a campsite that you know the pet policy beforehand, because we did get kicked out of an RV park because of some miscommunication about how many dogs we had. So definitely make sure you know their pet policy, before you go. Sometimes they have breed restrictions or weight restrictions, so definitely you should know that beforehand. Alright, I got two questions about my tattoos. Show some of your tattoos and how was life at the moment you got them. And could you tell something about your tattoos? Terveisiä Suomesta. Terveisiä Texasista. And yes, I'll show you some of them. Some of them are just ugly. I got them when I was really young and lost and just like, I really don't like them. I got all of my tattoos over 10 years ago, so it was like a whole nother life for me back then. Some of them I still like today, most of them I don't. Would I get any new ones? Yes, I do want some new ones when I can afford to get one. I am actually really wanting some new ones. But anyways, here we go. So this is a nautical star. I just like stars, so that's a nautical star. This is a swallow, and it has my daughter's name here, Ivy. That's my daughter's name. I still want to get my son's name tattooed on me. I haven't because I just kind of went through this whole phase where I didn't think that I would want any more tattoos, but now I do. So this is just some Celtic cross sun thing that I got that when I was probably like 15 years old, 14 or 15 years old. I got my first one when I was 14, and it's a black sun on my back, and I had my mom's permission, and I think she went with me. Well, I can't remember, but yeah, so that's it. I have this is hard to show on here. Let's see. That's a stick man, and that is a stick dog. And here you can see, yes, I'm gonna talk about these in a video. These are all my scars from when I cut myself when I was really depressed and hurting. But anyways, a stick man and a stick dog. Doesn't really look like a dog. Many people ask me, what is it? Or what does it say? And I got this one. This is just kind of like a positive, negative Picasso type drawing. I really love Picasso's artwork, and so this was influenced by his artwork. And I got this when I was 16 years old. So it's kind of gray. This one, I absolutely hate this one. What was I thinking when I got this? It's like a fairy naked with a bloody dagger. Definitely lost and angry when I got this one. So life at the moment, I always was a little bit lost when I got them. Now being the person that I am today, the whole person that I am today, I would enjoy getting something a little bit better. I do love these. This one, and this one. Those are my favorite. Why did you start your YouTube channel? Why are you talking about Finland? And what are the challenges you faced making videos about Finland? What's your next goal for your channel? With a curious mind. Why did I start my YouTube channel? It's just been a dream of mine for several years. I wanted to connect with people through it. Initially, when I thought about starting my channel, it was just going to be a vlog channel. I wanted to just show our life, our journey, and to because we have this goal where we're moving more and more towards living as essentially as possible. With the essentials of life, we want to downsize, we want to travel the world, and we just wanted to show the progress of that. I put a post on an Instagram story and I said, you know, what would you like to see? And someone said, make a video about what you miss about Finland. And then was birthed my 10 things I miss about Finland video. And it did really well, and it just kind of stirred up all of these, you know, this passion that I have for Finland. And then I was like, man, that was a fun video to make. So then I made another video, and well, I started to gain Finnish subscribers. It's just been interesting to see how it's evolved. I never ever planned to do a channel about Finland, and honestly, like on a long-term thing, I just don't see that that's where I want my channel to go. And the biggest challenges that I've faced about making videos about Finland is the fact that I'm in Texas and I'm not in Finland. You know, there's so much that I could show and I would want to do, or foods I would want to try and make videos of it, and vlogs I'd want to make, but I'm not in Finland physically, so that's the biggest challenge. I appreciate this, like, what's your next goal for your channel? And I'm glad that you asked that, because I'm honestly thinking, I have so many Finnish subscribers now, and a lot of my videos have been about Finland and, you know, the cultural differences, and those are really obviously very popular, but just on a long-term basis, I feel like I have a lot to share. I have a lot of ponderings and deep things that I would like to share, as well as our journey. And so I've been thinking, okay, do I just make a whole nother channel and focus one channel on, you know, Finland and USA, Texas differences, you know, and showing obviously my Finnish subscribers all around Texas or other states that we visit, and then make another channel just for my vlog. And I don't know, give me your thoughts on that. Give me your feedback. You are my subscribers. I really want to know, like, what do you want from me? And it's obvious that my Finland videos are more popular, but I would love to kind of keep it mainstream and continue making videos, you know, like into one channel, and continue making videos, you know, about our life, and doing cultural difference videos, you know, from time to time. But I really would like to hear your feedback on it, because my goal on YouTube, I really hope to be in triple-digit subscribers by next year. That is just my goal. I hope that it's going to continue to grow, and that's leads me to this question: how do you see your YouTube channel's future? What kind of videos would you like to do? I kind of already answered that. Yeah, I see it taking off, because I have vision for it. You know, when you have vision for something and you hold on to it and you visualize it and you want something, most of the time, like, you can have it. The kind of videos I would like to do, I have a lot of fun making the videos about Finland, and I have a lot of fun doing that. I would like to make, honestly, a lot more vlogs and get really good on Premiere Pro. I want to make videos about travel. I want to make really good, impactful videos that will inspire people to live their best life and to break free from expectations that they have on themselves or that other people have of them. So that's what I would really like to do. Back to Rose Lemon TV. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right. What's your next goal for your channel? My next goal would be to hit 10K subscribers. That was my goal that I wanted to do by the end of this summer, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Are you planning on going back to Finland anytime soon? Greetings from Mexico. Wow, greetings from Texas. Yes, next summer my husband and I are going back. It would be cool if I could bring my kids too. Mikey McMikeface, thank you for always taking the time to comment on my videos and stuff, even though you don't like me and you don't like my videos. He's not interested, so he didn't have a question, but I just wanted to say thank you for, because you probably are watching this video, I assume, because you watch them, but even though you don't like me, I don't know, I don't get it. I forgive you for all your rude comments. I would like to spend summers in Finland and winter in Marseille in France. The idea is to avoid snow as I am from India. Is this a good plan? Please inform me, are these good places? That sounds pretty good to me. It sounds like a good idea. Summers in Finland is amazing. I don't know honestly about Marseille, France. I can't tell you about how the winters are there, but I would imagine it would be pretty decent. So just do it. Every time I see you, I just want to give you a hug. You look so similar to my little sister. I would receive it. Thank you. How old are your kids? Do they travel and live in the RV with you? My daughter's gonna be 21 years old in October, and my son is 17. And no, they don't travel, and they don't live with us in the RV. I wish they did, but they don't. My daughter is in Dallas. My son lives with his dad. What would be the biggest challenge for a Finn moving to Texas? That's subjective, and obviously it's gonna be, you know, dependent upon the person. But in general, I could say probably the noise level, the temperature, and maybe I would imagine the outgoingness, like how people are so outgoing here and friendly, and so it might challenge your personal space. I'd like to know some of your favorite things like food, music, hobbies, series, books. Food, my favorite food is anything colorful and plant-based, vegan, plant-based food. Whenever I can get like several different colors on my plate and it's inexpensive and it tastes amazing and it's 100% whole foods, plant-based, no processed foods, I get ridiculously happy. I don't understand it, but it really is almost one of my very most favorite things. I love food, and when I can do something where I'm feeling good about what I'm putting in my body and I feel healthy, you know, that makes me very happy. But my favorite food that I eat every single day without fail is peanut butter on toast, peanut butter and oatmeal, peanut butter and banana, peanut butter and banana on toast, peanut butter and banana and oatmeal. It doesn't matter. Give me some peanut butter and apples. I love peanut butter. I love all kinds of different music. I don't listen to rap, hip hop anymore because the lyrics in it are just nasty to me. I don't like to hear about women being degraded and all the anger and violence that it promotes and the hatred and just all of that. I don't listen to it anymore. I used to, but I only listen to music that has positive vibes, like positive lyrics, positive feel to it, something that's uplifting. Sometimes some more sad stuff, old blues, Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald, Fats Domino. It just depends on what mood I'm in. Bob Marley. I really love Bob Marley, man. I really feel him. He's so positive and amazing. Hobbies. My hobbies, I like to play ukulele. I like to garden. I like to make plants grow and thrive. I love hanging out with my dogs, if that's a hobby. Like, these dogs make me so happy. I also like to do anything outdoors. I love being outdoors. Most impactful books that I've read recently was The Alchemist, The Greatest Salesman in the World, Brene Brown's Braving the Wilderness, and Brene Brown's Gifts of Imperfections. Those books changed my life, especially Brene Brown's books, and I'll link them down in the description. You can buy them through Amazon. If you happen to purchase anything off of Amazon using one of those links, I do get a tiny % from that because I have affiliate links, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So anyways, I'll link them down below, but they really were life-changing to me. I'd also like to know what you thought about Finnish society in general, because we tend to lean on the secular side. Did you get to know anyone outside of the church? I know that Finland is said to be like predominantly atheist. I did not, however, experience it that way. Yes, I met more atheists there in Finland than I have here in the States. But I found that people were pretty open. maybe it was just the circle that I was involved in. I did get to know some people outside of church through my Finnish class that I took. They were people from all over the world, but as far as that, I didn't meet any other people that I became friends with outside of the church. There was a difference there, but it wasn't like drastic. People were open to talk about things. What kind of music do you like? Any Finnish artists or bands? I said what kind of music I like. Finnish artists or bands. There was one girl, but I can't remember her name, and I was gonna look it up so I could answer your question, and I can't. So you tell me, who's your favorite Finnish artist? Then maybe that would be mine, and I can find that one that I liked again. Alright, do you like ice hockey? And if you do, who is your favorite Finnish players and your thoughts on Finland winning the world championship? I don't dislike hockey, but I don't like it enough to watch it. I haven't ever watched a hockey game, a whole one, in my whole life, so sorry. So I don't have any favorite Finnish players. Maybe Murko. Isn't that the guy who won the world championship? But I was really excited for Finland to win the world championship, even though I didn't watch the game. But when I saw everyone just kind of freak out online and on YouTube and all of that, that to me, that was fun. That was quality entertainment there. That was good. But I'm really happy for Finland. Teetkö videota siitä pickup-Fordista? Yes, I will make a video of the Ford pickup truck. Check out my next vlog. I'm actually working on it right now as we speak, and I'm showing the Ford truck in that video. So the very next video after this one will be that one, and so check out that vlog. What are your thoughts on consumerism? Just the other day I heard on the news that we have already used up this year's natural resources. Both America and Finland placed towards the top of the list in regard to consuming them. Love the channel, by the way. That's surprising that Finland would have. My thoughts on consumerism: I think that we take a lot more than what we need. I'm against high consumerism. I really respect some indigenous tribes. If you look at indigenous tribes, presently and historically, they live off the land, yet they do not take more than what they need, because they understand the cycle of life. They understand that if you don't take more than what you need from this planet will give you back, so that the next time that you will need something, it will be there for you. And I would love it if we could, as a whole world, get on that same level. That's just, I have a really strong passion in my heart for environmental issues. That's why I try to make steps and choices every day with that in mind. Do you have any relations to other countries in Europe? Have you visited any during your Finland years? I don't have any relations to any other countries in Europe, and I did not visit any other countries. Do you like music? Answer that. What is different in Texans to the average American, and what applies to you? Are there things that make you truly Texan in the way that you talk or act? In Texas, we're just a lot more friendlier, a lot more welcoming than what I've experienced in visiting different states, and I think we're known for that. I am friendly to strangers, and I think that that's probably the most Texan trait that I have. But I don't have a Texan accent or act really much like most Texans I know. And it says like that I was influenced a lot by my stay in Europe, and there is still a struggle for your loved ones to accept your international soul and oftentimes different point of view. Yes it is. Because my family and I think so much differently. The only one that I think very similar to is my dad. My dad is very practical man, very much against, taking more than what you need. He's very much against greed. Anything environmental, politics, just don't talk about it in my family. Did you visit any other European countries during your mission? No, I did not. And do you know, is Ismo Lekola? Yeah, I like him. He is really funny, but he cusses a lot sometimes. But some of his stuff is clean, and he's a really funny guy. This was from Christopher Harris, like a long time ago, about a Q&A for me and Corey. Do you both believe in the same spiritual place or God between the age difference? Yes, I would say 99.5% yes. This is asking what I did in Finland. I answered that in my last video. Did you make any close friends in Finland? Yes, I did. And how did you meet them and get to know them? I got to meet them through church, and I also made friends through my language course. And so they weren't Finnish, so they weren't hard to make friends with. But even the ones in the church, it wasn't hard to make friends with anyone there. Where in Turku did you live? What area? How far north in Finland have you been? I lived near Kupita. It's hard to say it. It's by that arena. I lived there off of Hippoksentie, if you know where that is. And the most northern part that I've been to in Finland, we went to a town called Eno, E-N-O, and Tikkala was very nearby. And they're very, very small towns, and they were in eastern Finland. But I went there. That was the most north that I've been. Do you like Mammi? I'm neutral on Mammi. Mammi was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I probably should have tried it with some vanilla caustic. Have I been to Sweden? I only got to go to the border. Would love to hear some great things, nice habits, good work, etc. In USA, we get so much negative news from there. It would be lovely to see something else from you. Yeah, I can do something like that in a video. I can figure something out. Bernie Sanders is said to be a socialist in the US, but looking from Finland, his political ideologies are not all that far left. His education, healthcare, environment, and immigration policies are similar as most Finnish political parties have. What do you think? Do Americans see Finland as a socialist country? Yes, I do believe that Americans see Finland as a socialist country. I really thought Finland was a democratic socialist country. So tell me what it is, because even when you look it up online, that's what it says. Yeah, Bernie Sanders is said to be a socialist in the US. He definitely is. I agree with that. I thought a lot of the things that he wanted to do was amazing. I thought it was great. And yes, they are very similar to some Finnish political parties. And maybe that's why he didn't get elected, because you know what? You can't even say anything about socialism here, or even mention it, or anything that, maybe it's not even a socialist thing, but if it looks like it, then I have found a lot of people will reject it. You can't even have a conversation. I have not been able to have an honest, decent, open, two-way dialogue conversation with anybody about any of these things. And I think it's really sad, because I think a lot of good could come if we would make some changes and adapt some other ways, you know, from other countries in Europe, like Finland and other countries in Europe. But I mean, nobody wants to really talk about it. It's like they have to just defend their truth, you know, no matter if it's freaking common sense or not. What is your favorite shop in Finland? Like S Market or K Market? I don't remember the S and the K Market, what the difference was. But definitely my favorite store was City Market. I liked the City Market a lot more than Prisma. But Prisma was cool too. I'd take me some Prisma about right now, because I miss both of them. But my favorite was City Market. What is the biggest challenge overcoming your addiction, and what helped you through it? I think I mentioned this in my last video. I will talk about that when I make my story testimony. And I think the biggest challenge was myself. Stay tuned for a video about my story. I'll talk about my addiction and how I overcame it. Okay, religion in everyday Texas versus Finland. Religion in everyday, okay. Yes, Finland is a more secular country. Here, you can walk down the street, pretty much anybody might say that they're a Christian, but you don't see the fruit of that in their life. I found in Finland that there was more of a distinction. It was like you were either a Christian or you weren't. Here, I feel like there's so much gray area. And there's more legalism and religiousness in Finland within the church. meaning people stuck to traditions and kind of like stuck in that tradition and not really venturing out and growing a lot. In Finland, I felt people were more genuine overall. Like if they said they were a Christian, they were a Christian. Where here, someone might say that they're Christian, but you kind of are like, I hope that answered your question. Countries I want to visit. I want to visit all the countries. I want to visit all the countries. But for sure, like France, Australia, New Zealand. I would like to visit Russia, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, definitely. India, Thailand, Africa has been on my #1 bucket list since I was a little girl, so Africa. And anywhere in the Middle East that would be safe enough to visit, maybe Turkey and maybe Israel someday. But Finland again, and I would love to visit Sweden and Norway. Man, I want to go to Sweden and Norway too. How can you look so young? I don't know. Basically holistic living. I make my own skincare products, lotion for my face and eye cream. I hope to sell that someday, by the way, but I've been making it for quite some time now because I can see what all goes in it, and it's all natural stuff. It's very clean. I have a skincare routine, and I try to eat really, really well, and I drink a lot of water. Other than that, it must be genetics. What would it take for the United States to implement stricter gun laws? Yanni, it would take an act of Congress. That's another word for saying that would take a miracle. That's how we say here in Texas, it would take an act of Congress to get her to move from there. It's another word for saying a miracle would take a great, huge feat. I don't know. That's a great question. Why can't we use common sense? You would think after all the things that have gone on that they would have already. It just is frustrating. Any recommendations for an Aussie looking to move to Finland? I would assume that would be similar to coming from Texas. The climate maybe is similar to Australia. And I've heard that Aussies can be very outgoing and kind of loud like Texans can stereotypically, you know, we're known to be like that. Just be prepared that people are reserved there and they really appreciate their personal space, and just respect that. And honestly, just being friendly to Finns, like many times they'll open up to you. You just have to learn to read them. Notice that they're taking steps back, you know, just respect their personal space. Try to keep in mind if you're speaking really loudly that they might need you to like talk a little lower. Just not being too pushy. I don't know who you are as a person. I don't know how Australians are, but just keeping that in mind that Finns are normally really reserved and the weather is really cold. The fall weather was the worst for me, where it's raining and it's cold outside, and I don't care how many clothes or layers that you put on, you can't put on enough clothes to stay warm in that kind of weather. Hey, Countess Raw Kelly. I'd like to hear a little bit about your childhood and teenage years and a bit more about your drug problem in the past, because it's so hard to imagine looking at you now. I will make a video about that, I said in my first video, so I just wanted to say, Jason, thank you for the question, and find that in my story video. And I hope you're well. Hi, Jason. I got this question. Did you ever go through similar thoughts, or this person was talking about Corey and I and wanted to know, like, when we came together, did we have thoughts or fears that maybe it wouldn't work out or similar things like that? And how do you keep up with him if he's ready to stay up the whole weekend? Well, thankfully he's never wanting to stay up the whole weekend. He works usually 7 days a week, so we have a routine. Sometimes he's wanting to stay up later than me, and well, he usually just gives in, but we try to be in the middle. Sometimes I'll stay up late with him, and then he'll go to bed early with me. We did have thoughts and fears. I had more thoughts and fears than he did. He didn't really worry about the age difference too much. In case you didn't know, my husband and I are 19 years apart. I'm the older one. He's 19 years younger than me. I was worried about that when I get older, he would find someone else. Like, I would start to physically not have the energy anymore to do the things that he might want to do. And sometimes I still worry about that, but I just decided to go ahead and take the risk. We did kind of a little bit, just a little bit worry what people would say. I mean, not that it would keep us from doing what we want to do. We didn't worry about it. We knew that people were going to say something and have problems with it. We were more worried about how my family and his family would react, but to be honest, they reacted fine. No one's had a problem with it since, at least that they've said to my face. But now it's like those little things that we worried about in the beginning, like, we don't even think about them. We really believe it, that we're just gonna be together forever. We love each other really that much. We're best friends, and we have an amazing relationship, and we get along really well. Well, thank you if you watched all the way to the end. I know that was kind of long, but I got a lot of questions and didn't want to turn this into a series. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you to all of my new Patreons. Oh my gosh, I actually got 4 Patreons now. I am so grateful for that. If you haven't checked out my Patreon page, I'll put the link down in the description below. And soon I'll be putting a PayPal link if you ever felt on your heart to send anything. Please, I'm not asking for money, and don't feel obligated. Not that you would, but I don't know. Money is like a weird thing for me. So yeah, someone has suggested that I put my PayPal thing on there, so I will do it. Not because I'm asking for money, just saying that. But Patreon is kind of different. You get to pledge each month to help support me. It can be $1, $3, $5, whatever. $10. There are different tiers. You can make up your own tier if you want. I mean, you can make up your own pledge if you would like to. You get access to certain benefits there on the Patreon page, exclusive content, stuff like that. So that wraps it up for this. We have a big announcement coming up, and the vlog that I'm working on right now, and it'll be the next video that's uploaded, so keep an eye out for that. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much, and I hope you're doing great wherever you are. Bye.